Hello. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Stephanie, and I will be your yoga teacher for today. Today is day number 4 of the split series. I really hope y'all have enjoyed this. Dropping down into that full split yesterday probably has your legs a little bit tight. So we're going to take it a little bit easier today. We're going to start in Cobbler. So go ahead and meet me on your mat. Sits bones firmly planted, feet touching. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall at first. Trying to imagine this crown of this head being just pulled up by a string. And then we're going to fold, okay? So go ahead and just fill into this cobbler. If it feels good, you can butterfly the legs. Otherwise, just finding stillness here is very nice. If you can grab both of your toes and then interlace your fingers, and then use your elbows to push into your legs to deepen the stretch through the legs. So we have a nice straight spine here. We're not doing anything with the spine except keeping it straight so that we get the stretch in the legs. And of course, we are sending that energy, that breath, to the tight areas. Just close your eyes and imagine the breath being directed towards that tight spot. Filling it with the most beautiful pink rays of light. And slowly, we're going to sit up. Very nice. So we're going to do our half splits and our low lunge first. So go ahead and get your blocks. And we'll come into the all fours. And then bring that right leg up. Making sure our alignment is good here. We want the knees stacked over this ankle. We don't want it splaying out in front. And let's go ahead and push the hips forward here. Chest is lifted. Feeling this all in that left hip flexor right now. And breathe. Directional energy is so important when we're opening up our legs and our hips. And slowly, we're going to push back half splits. So squaring those hips, keeping that right feet flexed, knees slightly bent, back is straight, and we're hinging at those hips to come down here into our half splits. Digging that right heel into the mat will deepen this stretch. And you can play with your inhale and your exhale here. So you inhale to lift and you exhale to fold. Beautiful. Go ahead and roll forward. And let's go ahead and send the right leg back. And let's bring the left leg forward. Same things on this side, making sure this knee is stacked over that ankle. We don't want it splaying further in front of it. Push those hips forward here and grow nice and tall. Feeling this on the right hip flexor now. We are smiling too. slowly begin to push yourself back. Half splits, left feet come up. Toes are pointed towards the ceiling. Knee has a slight bend in it. And we're hinging at the hips, keeping the spine nice and long here. Gaze is forward. Breathing. Beautiful. Go ahead and release it back. Now we're coming down into our pigeon. So we're just going to bring this right knee up at this right block. Okay, so if you've done flows with me before, we've come into pigeon many times. Making sure the left leg is back and straight. Now, if you can't find comfort here, I want you to take a block, a rolled up blanket, or a pillow, and stuff it under that right hip. Okay, this will allow you to be in this position a little easier. We're going to kind of drop in here and feel this today. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall, feeling into those hips, making sure your right foot is flexed to make sure that knee is protected on that right side. And we're going to walk our hands forward slowly. And you can come all the way down if that feels good to you. And of course, we're dropping in right here. Noticing the body, noticing how it feels here. Emotions may come up here. It's okay. We accept that we carry these emotions in our bodies. We are working on ourselves. We are here to do work on ourselves. Let the emotions come and then watch them go. Maybe shutting down the eyes here if it feels good to you. Slowly, we're going to begin to pull ourselves back up to seated. Feeling this position here. Maybe picking up that left foot, seeing what that feels like. Might feel it in your back a little bit, and that's okay. And release. Beautiful. We're going to come up, back into our all fours, and we're going to drop over for the left. So go ahead and bring that left knee up to that left wrist. Left feet are flexed, so protect that knee. Right leg is straight behind us, and same things on this side. If you need that block or a blanket or pillow under that left hip, please take that option. Let's sit up nice and tall, finding our positioning here. And then slowly begin to walk the hands forward. And drop on in here. Closing those eyes down. Acknowledging where we are and being proud of ourselves. Ever so slowly, we're pulling ourselves back up. Let's bend that right leg now, seeing what that feels like here. Very nice. I'm going to sit on that left hip, swing that right leg around, coming back into our cobbler. So legs or feet touch. Sit up nice and tall. Imagine that crown being lifted. And fold over those legs. Maybe interlacing the hands and pressing those elbows against the legs here. Put that grin on your face. And drop on in here. Slowly pull yourself up. Maybe take you a couple butterfly flaps here in our cobbler. And go ahead and grab those blocks. And we're coming back for our half splits and low lunge. So starting on the right side, go ahead and step that right foot forward. Making sure our alignment is good here. Left foot behind, right foot forward, knee over ankle. It's not splaying forward. We're stacked. Push those hips forward. Grow nice and tall through the crown of that head. You go and put that grin on that face. Happy yogis. Always find it useful to find a point to gaze at. I have my TV in front of me and it's got this little red light on it that I always gaze at because it's always there and it's bright. Beautiful. Let's go and push back into our half splits here. So square those hips, hinging at the hips, toes pointed towards the ceiling. Breathe. Now we're going to do a little dance in here. So we're going to roll forward, push those hips forward, rise up, and then we're going to slowly dance our way back. That heel lifts, square those hips, come down, and then we're coming back through. So let's do this 3 times. That was 1, and let's push back, making sure our alignment's all good before we roll forward for 2. Let's do 1 more. Go back, half splits. Beautiful, roll forward, push those hips forward. Very nice. Sometimes it feels better to stay, sometimes it feels better to move. Go and send that right foot back and left one comes forward. So any day that I get you there and you feel like you're craving the movement versus the static hold, please take the movement. Okay, stacking that left foot over that left ankle, making sure that right leg's straight behind us. Go ahead and push those hips forward, which raises our body up. Nice and tall. And breathe. Very, very nice. Slowly begin to push yourself back. Square them hips. Left toes towards the ceiling. Hinging at the hips. Digging that left heel down into the ground. And now we're going to take our dance. So go ahead and come forward, pushing those hips up, and dancing your way back. Beautiful for one. Let's do 2 more. Roll forward, come up, and dance your way back. 4, 2. Roll forward, push those hips forward, and dance your way back. Half splits. Very nice. And we can go ahead and send that left leg back. Way to go. Way to show up. Day number 4 is complete. I'm going to check your box for today. Great practice, and I hope you really enjoyed this. I look forward to seeing you back tomorrow for our final day, day number 5. Have a great rest of your day. And namaste.